versus Roach, man. I want to know what was your thoughts. I'll tell you what I think about what happened, but you pretty much, let us know what you think about the Tank versus Roach fight.
Right, right. So I tuned into the fight. All in all, we all thought a lot of people didn't think that Roach was going to have a chance against Javante Davis. Javante Davis was the high favorite coming in. There was like no way he could lose this fight. But I found out, they're both Maryland kids. He's from Baltimore, and Roach is actually from Maryland. So they fought as kids. They fought younger. So I was like, once I seen that and I got that knowledge, I'm like, well, people maybe don't know that going into this fight, but that gives Roach not an advantage, but that gives him confidence coming in. Like, I mean, I fought this guy. I know this guy. We fought when we was kids. Like, I know pretty much his style. He's the champion, but I'm no slouch. Which I've never seen a Roach fight before, but it was a very, very entertaining fight. Because as you know, I'm not the biggest boxing fan, but on the fight night, I will definitely tune in if I tune in. Um, and this has been this fight alone was one of the better fights that I've seen in a long time because boxing is very political, very rigged. You know what I'm saying when it comes to fights, and even in this fight, there was a couple instances where you can see like you'll be like, damn, here go the rig, it's coming. Like they're gonna rig it in his favor, but they let it be a good fight and it came out to be a draw. In the beginning, we all know if you watch boxing, Javante Davis is a slow fighter, right? He starts like the first 4 rounds, he'll play with you, he'll feel you out, calculate. They call it calculating, getting analysis as you fighting as a boxer. And then in the later rounds, he'll pick it up and he'll usually take you out, right? With Roach, it went the other way around. They was if Roach would have been on the aggressive and put the foot on the gas early in the fight, I think he would have actually won the fight. I'm not mad at the decision. I know a lot of people are like Tank won the fight, and some people are like Roach won the fight. But all in all, like I said, in the first half, you could say that Tank was taking the fight at least for the first 5 rounds, but the first 6 rounds from 6 on, I could definitely say that Roach fought back and actually got in the fight, and that's why they call it a unanimous draw at the end. There was only one judge that called it 114, 112 towards Tank. Everybody else called it 114, 114, which that's the way I saw the fight. So all in all, to me, they both took knees because at one point Tank dropped down, which if you drop down, it's supposed to be technically a knockdown, but they said it wasn't a knockdown. The reason why he failed is because he said he got his hair braided, which he's had braids his whole career, but I guess he had a new lady do his hair. She put a little extra grease in, and so it was sweated, and he got sweat in his eye. He took a knee, which that's why I said they go to controversy side of boxing. Usually that's a knockdown that's supposed to be in Roach's favor. Now he's up in the fight, but they said no, it's not a knockdown. They just, you know what I'm saying, said it was, a stoppage, a quick stoppage. And, he's the champ. So, you know what I'm saying?
Money.
Sometimes it goes towards the champ. And to beat the champ, usually you got to knock out the champ. So, but also in the fight, Roach did take a knee as well. So that countered itself. And like I said, that's why in the end, it wound up being a draw. I'm looking forward to the rematch. More money. That's why, because I don't think in the beginning, I've heard somebody say this. I don't think Tank took Roach that serious. I don't think he didn't think he was going to be able to live up to the fight. That's why he was playing a little bit, toying around with him a little bit. So maybe in the next match, Tank take him out and actually win the fight like convincingly. But all in all, good fight. Great fight. I loved it. I would have caught another 8.5. Matter of fact, my whole Saturday watching fights was good. So that's my take on the fight. It was a good fight. Had a couple. I only watched one prelim fight. I didn't watch all of them. But all in all, pretty good fight. Like I said, one of the better ones I've seen because usually they don't even throw hands no more when it comes to those prize fights. Those boys actually threw hands. Roach's nose was bleeding. Tank was swelled up a little bit. So good fight.
Okay, so you pretty much recapped it for us because
Yep.
obviously, obviously after the elimination chamber, I was burnt out, y'all. It was too much. It was too much. It was
Jeez.
just I put too much into I put too much into it. I was burnt out. So I really apologize that I missed this fight. And I'm not able to give y'all a very broad a very like broad opinion about it. But I'll say this. I did see the controversy about the knockdown thing, and I did kind of skim through the highlights. And from what it looked like Cuz said, it looked like it was a pretty fair fight. And it looked like it was a pretty competitive fight. I'm sorry. But I also see things about the knockdown thing, and which to me, like her said, I've never seen you not fight without braids. I don't think I've ever seen a Tank fight where he didn't have braids.
Right.
So, well, not recently, but so I don't know about no grease getting in your eyes, man. Like I know I see stuff on social media about only black people will understand. Yeah, but when you're a boxer
Right.
and you got to go to the corner to get your face and you get dried off every round, like it's like I don't know, like that just sounds like a bunch of BS to me. But nonetheless, like I said, I was burnt out. I was
And to
burnt
be
out from
honest,
the
you know what, cuz because and this is why I say because in the end, who won in that night was Vegas. You
yeah,
know what I'm saying?
yeah,
It was Vegas
yeah.
because look,
Money, money,
it,
money, money, money.
nobody expected Tank to get knocked down. Even if you put a little bit on it, that was a plus 4,200 bet right there. And you just screwed everybody out of that bet.
It was a
Because
plus
Tank was
1081.
a
It was
knockdown.
plus 10. It was plus 1081 for it was plus 1081 for Roach to win. No, actually, it might have been more than that. But
No, at first it was 900. It jumped up to 10.
okay. So it was a
So,
plus 10.
yeah,
It was a plus 1081 for Roach to win.
right.
And I like you were saying, cuz I think man, money got
The
a
knockdown in
big.
itself, though, if you took Tank to get knocked down once, it was plus 4,200 because they didn't even put that out there. They didn't even think, and he goes down. You think you want
And
some
I'm not.
money? They say, it's not a knockdown. That's crazy. A lot of
Because
controversy. And that's the controversy part about it. I'm telling
there's not a person that won money yesterday because the draw wasn't even something you would have bet on.
you. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So in the end, Vegas cleaned up again. And I mean,
Ooh,
cleaned up very well.
man. Oh, you got some you got to take on it is.
Nah, I really don't. It just sounded like it was a good fight. This is why I really don't pay for pay-per-views. I understand it was a good fight, but I don't want to pay for a pay-per-view and have to watch a main event draw. I want to see somebody come out victorious. But I mean, overall, if y'all said it was a good fight, then I mean, kudos to
Well,
y'all. But
one thing I'll tell you this. One thing I'll tell you is just stick with wrestling because we always gonna get a winner.
Oh God.
You're gonna
yeah,
always get a winner, and you're gonna get your money's worth. You're gonna get your money's worth, every ounce of it. But
mm,
moving
I was
on.
seeing something. I was
Go
seeing
ahead.
something real quick before you move on. I want to say, let me ask you this: Mook. Would you say that Tank was up? Would you have considered him up before he took the knee and may have
Yeah,
just
exactly. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So when he took the knee, he was definitely up. He was up back then, but a knockdown changes everything. It was still tight. It was still a tight fight at that time. And that's why I said the knockdown put Roach in. If they would have called it an actual knockdown, it's putting Roach up. You know what I'm saying? At that time, that it changed the momentum of the fight. It changed the momentum of the fight, him taking that knee. And that's why
Yeah,
Roach started putting on the gas.
yeah.
So if he would have, if they would have actually called it a knockdown, he lost a point. Roach potentially walk
Would have
out the
won.
winner. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
mm,
But at the end,
Okay.
towards the end, and they would have gave him more theatrics if they would have called it a knockdown. But towards the end, Roach taking his knee counters it out. So
Crazy.
part two? We'll see where it goes.
yeah,
Maybe. Um. Better hope they do it for WrestleMania.